Hey, what's up, you guys? So I'm under the hood of my 93 Honda Accord again. I don't know if some of you guys remember, I don't know, maybe about a year or a year and a half ago, I had to change out the TCU, transmission control module there, because the D4 light was staying on. That's when you put it in drive. It has D1, 2, 3, and 4. And the D4 light was staying on, and it was only shifting to first and not first and second, first and third gear. And you had to do it manually. So I changed the TCU board there, and it went to shifting right. However, over time, it has gone right back to the D4 light staying on, and I have to manually shift it from first to third gear. And third gear causes the RPMs to get way higher than they should. You shouldn't be traveling down the road in third gear trying to do 55 miles an hour. Anyway, so as you can see here, I have purchased another TCU board. If you look right there in that corner, see the discoloration. Oh, I can't talk. The discolorization, especially right there with that thingy there, how it's discolored there, and then on the actual board it's sort of blackish looking. This is the new one over here. You don't see that discolorization over here, and that thing right there is not burned up versus that one right there, and how it's discolored all around that tower there. See how it's clean over here? So something is causing it to burn up. I did notice that when I leave my key in the ignition with it switched off, the green ring around the key stays lit up. I noticed that about maybe about 3 months ago, and so I just started pulling the key out with hopes that the problem would be solved. But it's still, something still caused it to short out, and it got to where it wasn't shifting right. So I talked to a guy on eBay who I bought this from. He's a very nice guy. I think it's Salty Flats on eBay. I purchased this from him, and he was giving me some tips and things to check. And so he brought up the fact that the transmission shift solenoid and the lockup solenoid could be a part of the issue. And I remembered maybe about 4 years ago, I changed these out. I already put the new ones on because I bought new ones off eBay. I got the new ones on already. There's one there, then there's one way down there. I had to take off those transmission lines and the coolant, the radiator hose there that goes back that way, because it was a booger to get down in there. But anyway, I've already switched these out. So if that's the problem, maybe between taking the key out of the ignition and changing these, maybe whatever was shorting out this TCU board, maybe we got the problem solved. And I'm going to plug this new board up. It's a simple plug up. I'll show you inside my junkie car. I don't know if I showed you before, but I'll show you again anyway. It's a simple plug and play. So if you're having transmission problems with your 93 Honda and around that year, these can be your two problems. Okay, so up under here, up under the passenger side, is where this TCU goes. And actually, I need to go ahead and put the top back on it first. That's what I need to do, because I'm believing that it's gonna work. So I don't want to connect it before I put the top back on it, because that's not open like that. That does not stay open. But it's a simple plug and play. Those two wires there, and then you bolt it to that plate right there, and that plate bolts to the floorboard down there. So let me put the plate over this so that it can stay nice and protected. Okay, so I got it plugged in and I have the cover on it. So we're gonna go and switch it on and look at my dirty dashboard and see if the D4 light goes off when we switch it on. All right, here's the moment of truth. And the D4 light has gone off, you guys. Good deal. I said I ain't even about to wipe off this dashboard because you'll be able to see where I wiped it off. Yeah, you guys, 344,410 miles. This was my first car. I got it in my 11th grade year in high school. That was 2003, if you're wondering. So, yeah, this car is old, and it's a 93. But hey, I'm trying to hold on to it as long as possible. So I'm going to put the tools up and everything, and I'm gonna take it for a spin. All right, y'all gonna have to catch some wind noise because there's no AC in this baby. But anyway, let's go. She's shifted. And yes, I have a pipe on here, so it's loud. Let's slow down. See if it breaks down the gears right. Yes. Like I was telling you before, I would have to shift it. I would have to shift it down to first to bring the gears down. All right, get in your lane. And then I would have to shift it to D3. And D3 was the highest gear that it would go in. And the RPM was at like 3,000 RPM, and I'd be doing like 48 miles an hour. Now, it didn't go to first gear. I guess I was going too fast. Oh, y'all see my light came on? It's not dark enough for you to be coming on. Y'all remember I brought them for the beaver dam? I ain't never put them out there yet. It seemed like it skipped second gear almost. Or maybe I'm tripping. No, that's not second gear. I need to try that again. Okay, now that was second gear. No, that's too long. That's my cousin Baby Ray. She got a new Benz. Maybe it's hitting second. I ain't drove it in so long, and it ain't worked right in so long. It's hard to tell. But at least it's shifting. That's the main thing. So yes, I'm back in action, you guys. Anyway, I just wanted to check in with you. Hope you enjoyed watching, and maybe if you have a problem with your Honda, maybe we helped you out in some type of way. Anyway, you guys stay blessed. You guys keep encouraged. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. So while I was editing this video, I discovered that the car was not shifting to second gear, but after I departed from you, it did start shifting to second. However, my brakes failed. Thank God I was back close to home and didn't have to make an emergency stop. Anyway, I took the front tire off, as you can see here, and my front pads were okay. But then I took off the rear tire, and I discovered that this car has drum brakes. And I'm not familiar with drum brakes, and I also need front tie rod ends. So I decided just to go ahead and take it to my mechanic and let him work on it, just in case he runs to some other problems that I can't deal with. So maybe it won't be too big of a mechanic bill when it's all said and done. We got one problem fixed and ran into another. That's life. Anyway, I'm out again. You guys take care.